Good evening, dearest friends. I'm just going to spend a few moments seeing if anyone else is going to jump on. But in the meantime, you come into the most perfect position in order to receive and allow these words to wash over you. Lighting a candle, if it's possible, is a very beautiful gesture to welcome in the light, the comfort, and the presence of the light, symbolized as something we are all turning to, a beckoning that we wish for the light to be here. And straight after this gathering, you will be given the replay, so you don't really need to write anything down. Just absorbing, letting it come. First of all, I would like to utter a prayer, whilst perhaps holding a place upon our body that might be aching these days. Yes, of course, physically, but I'm thinking more soulfully. So as we tune into our body for a moment, is there any place inside that is making itself known, that says, yes, in truth I am suffering from this building up process we're going through. Suffering doesn't mean failing, or that something terrible or bad is happening. It just means we are aching, we are sore, we are hurt, but we're still strong and we're still going. So place that beautiful hand or two on that place to already begin this comfort, this prayer, this blessing. Beloved Holy Spirit, please let it be your words spoken in this gathering. Words that reveal truth and comfort and bless, but also bring your palpable presence to us in our deep innermost center. We sure could do with some strength and resolve at this time. Let us also be comforted by the knowing that many are listening, joining, with us. Let us turn our faces towards yours and show our true face before you, knowing that you know our real name and that you are with us. And that you will send us your peace. Amen. As with all these other sermons, friends, I have to go so slow in order to feel my way through this message, so please bear with me. So the idea of this sermon started brewing about 10 days ago. Where I live in the French Pyrenees, we have so many guests wanting to discover caves and forests and certain standing stones and all the little nuanced treasures that are in the mountains. And there's often a sort of strong, bullish energy about them at first. A little bit of an itinerary, all the things they want to see on their little list. And it doesn't work that way around here, not at all. And so I started working with the folks in the morning with the somatic practice, with the words, "The meek shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." A line taken from the Beatitudes, spoken by Jesus Christ from his Sermon on the Mount. And I often say that the Beatitudes are like the Christed GPS coordinates. If you ever wonder where that Christedness is, just recite the Beatitudes and on a good day, you'll feel it in your heart. Go bang. So I was saying to the folks to really throw away their itinerary and all their expectations. Put them to one side. Leave them at the gates and just be open. Be gentle. Have no expectation. See where your feet take you. And maybe that cave, that standing stone, that fairy ring, maybe in your gentleness, your meekness, you will walk straight into it. And that, I thought, was the backbone of this sermon. But then a few more days started to pass, and quite sizable world events went up a few notches. And I realize now, I realize now, it is for this razor's edge we stand on now. And in the last days, really come to see how there's the world, and then there is earth. The world is a realm held in place, engineered, manifested by the human race, and maybe a few other beings. It's our society, it's our institutions, it's our agreement to live in this way, top-down governance. And then there's the earth, where we step into it alone. No structures, no institutions, no governor, no politics. And we step in pretty naked. So first, I want us all to really see that it is the world that is on this teetering precipice right now as we speak. It is that which is at stake, in question. Will it, or will it not, continue on? Let us make a little more space in our interior world, our imaginative mind that contains, witnesses a more soulful outlook. Let us look at that word, inherit. To be given, to be passed on. Through the family line. To inherit means to come from another. To be gifted, to be placed in your hands, often a treasure, a prized and precious gift, item, relic. Perhaps we start with the question, do we feel worthy to inherit the earth? Could we accept the earth and do a good job for all inhabitants? Don't let that mind kick in. Just sense the heart. Whilst the world does what it is going to do. If not this moment, it will be the next moment. The world is heading in a certain direction. Are we able to be meek? We will discuss meek in a moment. Are we able to feel that meekness, that gentleness, and take our beautiful earth? No, not our. Take the beautiful earth in our hands with perhaps a yes. I am worthy. I am able to inherit this earth. And it's really okay to not know how, why, who, where, and when. But just that sacred heart beating with a yes, I can do this. I am doing this. But folks, we can't do it alone. Not by a long shot. We have to have our guide, our shepherd, leading the way. And I don't want to name what that is for you, but you know what that is. I'm referring to a shepherd outside of all religions, but often spoken about in religions. But this shepherd that I have my heart on right now, my heart on, does not confine her greatness in an understanding of religion. This is my navigator, my golden compass, my alethiometer, it is the wind. It blows through my sails. Without the wind, we cannot go anywhere. And this shepherd will strengthen, fortify, comfort, and guide us with our inheritance, even as the world potentially destroys itself. Are we able to water and nourish the earth with moment by moment communions just like this one, feeling the peace and the still, quiet, steady love of the Sacred Heart? Maybe you can hear our two roosters crowing in the background. Oh, that's a funny one. That's the sign of the Christ, isn't it? When the cock crows. Prayer is our starting point. I suspect we're pretty well versed with prayer, but how well versed are we in the back and forth nature of it? Because it really is a conversation, correspondence, goes back and forth. So that we can indeed choose the direction of that shepherd's calling. Are we able to take another step in the realm of prayer and really listen out for that guidance and to take it? This is part of the meekness. Meekness, in my understanding, is without pride. How's those pride levels? I confess mine's pretty dire at the moment. But wow, the blessing of being able to see and say that. Yep, pride is most definitely catching me, tripping me, I stumble. Meekness is without pride. Meekness listens to the prayer, listens to the response of the prayer, and gets to it. The next stage of meekness, depending, relying, leaning into faith and mercy. I did a somatic contemplation the other week. Lay it on the altar. To really gather up our burden. And for some of us, gather up ourselves and lay ourselves on the altar. Knowing that that shepherd is going to take care of things. And that we don't have to keep checking. Keep popping back to the altar, making sure our pledge is still there. This excruciating, turbulent time we are in will often make us feel like we are not ready or able to handle this moment. Fear and exhaustion can hit us hard. What we do in those moments is going to define who we are becoming. Will we remember the shepherd? Or will we turn to something else? I myself have noticed some very old habits creeping in as the anxiety levels go up. Despite living in this mountainous paradise seemingly so far away from the ever-increasing frontiers of, well, war, violence, conflict. It's with me everywhere I go, despite being very, very much in the earth. So what on earth must it be like for those folks in the city, very much working, living in the world? I suspect you know it too. This time is truly upon us. It's not something that's coming in the future. It is right here, unpacking, unfolding, even as we speak. That shepherd has to be like a maypole, bright, standing dead straight and still, in the very center of our days and nights, and that we are tethered to it with a beautiful ribbon that cannot be broken. And I confess, folks, I haven't been leaning in, I haven't been depending or relying upon, I'm nearly at that level. I'm still at the sort of whining, pleading, crying level. One more step would bring me, and most likely us, one more step would bring us, I suspect, to that place of relying, depending, leaning on faith, on mercy. When the great ones who walked this path before us tell us, then you get given your strength and courage. That strength and courage you keep asking for will be increased so that you can face whatever is in front of you. It will take time. It will be challenging, and the storm will continue. But only for a while. You will be moving forward with God's strength, lifting you little by little by little. Remembering that this great shepherd faced this same ordeal. Religion tells us that he faced it so that we didn't have to feel every ache or pain, and that he saved us. I'm just going to put that to one side with a beautiful nod of respect. Personally, folks, I don't believe that. I believe we're on the same path, and we're going to feel it all. It's the same path. Footsteps on the sand. His footsteps, her footsteps. They've walked this way. Those footsteps still alive, still pulsing with the bravery and courage that they were building, still warm. Let us put our feet in those indentations, still warm from our shepherd. And the numerous little feet of the sheep. Yes, folks, I can say now I am a sheep. When I see that shepherd, when I sense him, I am the fluffiest, whitest, most keen to obey sheep you can imagine. But when it's something else, I'm a little bit more of a goat. But right here, right now, folks, I am a sheep. Yeah, I'm part of the flock. Just want to follow him, her. We're told by the greats, those mystics, those holy men and women, the moment we say we're a sheep, that's when Christ knows us precisely, exactly. The pain that's in us, the happiness, the confusion, all of it, folks, all of it. Obviously, we gotta find our own language. My silly old language would be something like, "Beloved shepherd, I'm coming, I'm following completely. I'm that little white fluffy sheep, quite close to the front, with eyes that refuse to look away." Now, when I really get into that, that is when he, she really sees us. It's our inner movement that allows us to be seen. And in that perfect seeing, And then we see that everything we've been through and are going through, everything, I mean everything, has been done so that he can know you and show up in this way and love you, and you can rely on him. And his mercy will carry us through this. So, beloved ones, I'm going to leave us all with this imagery. I really hope you can sense the source, the wellspring I'm drinking from. I sense an almighty Christ as shepherd. And it stands as it is. A religion not needed, not required. An institution not needed, not required. No, nothing of the world attached, associated with it, not at all. This Christ, this shepherd, is of the earth, pristinely illuminated, worshipped by the earth. And I stand now in a meadow as a sheep, looking at my luminous shepherd up ahead. And my heart looks around to see if you are there too. I know a few of you on the call. I reckon you're there too in the meadow. I know you are. So folks, let's follow. Let's follow this beautiful shepherd towards the inheritance, receiving earth at a time. These are quite hard words to say, but I'm going to say them anyway. At a time when the world may end. Just keep your eyes on him, folks. Keep looking at the footprints. It's time to have faith, rely, depend, and lean on him, on her. May God bless you. Good night, folks.